nwanne m kedu onye unu na-anụ ọnụ ya taa bụ Lotanna nke unu ji Mayor of Nnewi wee malụ. Taa anyị ga na-ekwu okwu gbasara sports n'ala Igbo. Na studio anyị taa anyị nwere a representative of newly formed Ijele Sports Club. Nwanne m nọ. Akọwa achọrọ m ikwu afa gị, achọrọ m ka ijiri aka gị kọwalụ ndị na-ekiri anyị afa gị.
Ụmụnne m daalụ. Afọ m bụ Ezeokoli Blessing Chimezie, mana unu jiji aka wee mara m.
Oke, onye chọziri ihe iwepụtazi onwe nkịta. Oke, achọrọ m iji aka, ọ na-afụgo ife mere achọrọ m iji aka mkpọ afọ ya, ọ alịbụ n'ọmụ mepee ike n'ilo. Mana otu nkịta okwugo ihe, ọ na-agbago afọ ya bụ Jack, nke unu ma ọfụma na Twitter. Taa anyị ga na-ekwu okwu gbasara Ijele Sports Club. Ị ga-ebu ụzọ kọwara anyị maka Ijele Sports Club a, ịgwa anyị ife kpalitelu club a, ife melu eji form this Ijele Sports Club.
Okay, daalụ. So Ijele Sports Club bụ club afọ mụrụ, ịma ihe bụ na ihe agbago afọ, like oge it's an idea, time ihe erugo, you understand? Now in anya na ala Igbo, you feel that na anyị keep into sport economy, ihe akpọrọ sport economy. Ịbịa na obodo ndị ọzọ, like ije na London, you feel na most of the economy is around sport. Ndị na-abata, ọ bụ na iwepụ Premier League na UK, I can tell you that na the economy will crash.
True.
So anyị enega anya fụ na Nigeria, ndị be anyị epebe ha attention n'ihe gbasara sport, ihe gbasara egwuregwu, football, basketball, volleyball na ndị otu ya. Then inekwa anya fụ na the last time Nigeria jere Olympics, which is this year, and anyị eme ha ọfụma. And ihe mere ha eji ha wee mee ọfụma because na we have not really anyị develop sport, what we call sport development, and which is why OBGD anyị mma, some of us họtara ihe gbasara sport, that na the president mere appoint onye nwa gbasara sports as the national chairman of the National Sports Commission.
Okay.
Now Ijele Sports, o nwere group anyị kpọrọ Ala Igbo Youth Forum, the last time anyị mere summit. So ka anyị nọ na-akpa nkata ụmụ Igbo ma ihe gbasara sport, bịa sị na nekwe otu a ga-esi wee dozie sport. Now we sent some of these proposals to the government, ndị nọ na government, mana anyị wee chekichakwa for that na nsogbu anyị nwere n'ala Igbo bụ that na we've not really had a way otu a ga-esi wee mee continuity na government. Gọvanọ nke a nwere ike bata dị interested na sports, o mechakwa another person bata ọhasasị ihe niile. So ike agwụgo anyị, imago in ahụ aka n'imi n'esi, you understand? So we decided that we are going to build something that will be sustainable, something agwa ahụ, something ga-agafe our current generation, something ga-abụ ụmụ anyị, you understand, ga-etote wee for that na ndị nna ha mepere sports club that will be owned by everybody. So Ijele Sports Club bụ club bụ onye ọbụla nwe ya, ọ bụghị ofu onye, you understand? So it is structured in such a way that even onye na-ege anyị ntị na can be a member and more or less be a part owner. Maka ị na-anya na biggest clubs enwere around the world, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, they are mostly owned by fans. Also na Nigeria, na ọdịda anyanwụ a ka ọ ga-abụ ofu onye lalụ ụra tete one day, ọ sị na ọ chọrọ ịfọm club. Ị na-anya ọkwa iwu anyanwụ anwụgo, idea anya about sports have died. If I knew about Mugo, idea anya about sports have died. So when you make it ike buya or has put the thing. So
okay, fine, what would do before
even before mana the point in it drive over that now. Or this was sustainable for an individual to fund sports. Do you understand? So we decided to do what we call community-based, fan-owned sport club. You understand? In Ogabu, Igwe Madu be here where you understand. So for example, Bayern Munich is owned 75% by members. You understand? Members of Bayern Munich, there are over 300,000 people. Yes, in Bayern, they own 75% of the club. Barcelona is owned by people they call socios, members. Hanapo has socios. so ijele anyị nwa na onwe anyị ga-akpọ fans anyị members masquerade the masquerade so nnukwu mmọnwụ so ihe anyị ji wee pụta ihe fọmụlụ dị afa n'isi anyị bụ that now number one we are by default the biggest sports club in Nigeria, and I will tell you what I mean by biggest. Biggest in the sense that we are the only club that has biggest membership base as far as I'm concerned. It's not fans, I'm talking of members. That is Ndinwe the club. Oh, as we speak, we have over 100 members that own Ijele.
Oh wow!
You understand? So when any club that can boast of that.
So I would say 101 now,
Of course. I mean, na voice of the East. But I cover ndi banyi, makano ono wabonu ndi Igbo. So I cover ndi banyi na urudi ni abo, urudi na Ijele but that na obuho Jack nwe ya. Obuho kwanu chairman anyị nwe ya. Obuho o nwere onye nwe ya. Ndị banyi ndị obo so ndị Igbo sef ma ndị onye ọbụla can be a member. Mana the idea bụ na actually iji sport we develop an Igbo, and I thought we have a clear path on how to do it. You understand?
People would be quite impressive.
Thank you.
I'm a lot of people na inanya kamalu in otu Ijele Sports Club isi gani malu na-elekwa anya na season bido maka anụ na Nations League.
Yes,
NNL. Ndị mmadụ ya niile anya ka oge NNL ahụ ga-ebido ka Ijele ha yachi bịakiri egwuregwu Ijele Sports Club na other clubs. If I ebutekwa m na my next question, ka ebe Ijele Sports Club busy, ka ebe ha ya na-agba match home matches ha ma ha na home away ya aga na stadium also, ka ebe Ijele Sports Club ga na-agba ya home matches.
Okay, so let me say that now the question is all the user now, but Ijele ka ebe Ijele based, then Ijele maybe Ijele ga na-agba ball, maka all the two different things. Now Ijele the base in an Igbo. Okay. And him ji kwuo ya base in an Igbo maka na obuho sports ka anyị venture into. Okay. So because of that I dey spread across.
Okay, or why Ojiwu Sports Club not football?
Yeah, Ojiwu Sports Club or not football club. Maka ihe anyị na-eme bụ general sports. Now, we've mapped out about 10 different sports that we're going to be embarking on in our first phase. Now, our vision is that the next Olympic bụ na LA, Los Angeles 2028, that we are going to have athletes and players from Ijele representing Nigeria in the Olympics. That's our vision, right? Wow. Now, at the moment, our first team, men's football, set up in Enugu. And I get Nnamdi Azikiwe International Stadium, that's Cathedral. Yes, our home matches. You understand? Then our volleyball team, men's and women, based in Enugu.
Wow.
Yes, that is where Obuna League that is where they are going to be playing. Now, I propose that now our women's football got a base in Anambra.
Oh,
you understand?
So spread across.
Exactly. Then handball and you got in Aba. You understand? Then our basketball team no train in Enugu at the moment, but we want to shift them to Abakaliki. You understand? Because that's where we want to have them. Now, beach soccer. Our beach soccer team now come up now Oguta in Imo State.
Okay, Oguta Lake.
Oguta Lake. So I get that beach front when I buy our beach soccer. So we have the plans well mapped out as to what we want to do, and we have already started tackling it head on. Like you said now, and you're not going to NNL. This NNL I know now, we are going to be playing the likes of Inter Lagos. How about our first match? Okay. And we are coming into Enugu. We are going to. So the league officially starts on the 30th of November. That's 30th or one. Man, our first match will 7th of December. Our own first match, our own first home game, which is against Inter Lagos and
Cathedral. Tickets. I support too.
No, I can announce our ticketing platform. On all our official handles, Ijele Sports Club. Only open our ticket, our this thing. by next week or can I get me announced so that people can begin to buy tickets.
You go tickets support or Ijele Sports Club.
That's only open go ticket time and that now. Okay, with value because let me also bring you into something that is very important. Now Ijele is not just about sports. Ijele is going to be a tool to promote our culture. Well, that's the reason why we use the name. Now, the food that no one here like Chinese, it have been CBD. You understand? So we are selling culture to the people with sports. So I need to promote Igbo and what we represent as in the mother, and then we are now infusing entertainment into it. So you're coming into stadium every day. Mamu gana agba. Player, artists gonna perform. You understand? So we are redefining sport and changing how entirely people because in the matter feeling some people feel that sport is boring. It's just to go and play football. No, that's not what for us. It is entertainment, culture, sporting excellence, and then at the same time, lifestyle because we are coming out with merchandise that will blow your mind.
Wow.
We are prepared.
Because unu mepe ifa unu make mmadụ niile ma unu promote na all social media platforms even both online and offline ka ndị mmadụ maka ife na-ekwu ife masịla anyị.
This is the biggest platform olu ndị Igbo ya mere anyị na
ife masịla anyị na olu ndị Igbo Voice of the East ka anyị nwekọta anyị esi kwadokwa Ijele Sports Club. Ajụjụ m ọzọ ma na-ajụ gị maka players. They jump into two forms, right? So kita Ijele Sports Club see a scout players. Can you see scout players recruit talented players, not just players in the na field. Then we have na then go players kita.
Okay, so Mayor, ajiji joromo kina ji oche na atom ni mobi me hoji oche ji atom. Oche ji atom but that na the promoters of this club are the best brains you have as far as sports administration is concerned in Nigeria. And I'll give you instance. So our chairman and our GM, there are 3 Nigerians with UEFA certification in sports administration. Only 3 Nigerians that have gone to UEFA Academy in Switzerland to study sports administration. Only 3. One of them is the current GM of Rangers,
Amobi
Ezako, which happens to be our friend as well, right?
Yeah.
Then the rest 2 are the GMs and the chairman of this club respectively. So do you now understand that question does not even exist because already at the core of what we are doing is sporting excellence. Ndị mmadụ amara n'Igbo nwere mmadụ. Ọ mere engineer asị ndị band. See, anyị nwere ike idozi an Igbo. You understand? We have anyị nwere Igbo nwere mpụ asị ndị Igbo. You understand? If we pay attention to what we have, you understand? Ndị mmadụ will be shocked at what we can do with an Igbo in the next 10 years. And that is what I'm committed to as an individual to do, to promote Igbo. You understand? And what we can do for ourselves. I'm not government. You understand? We have a lot we can do for ourselves. So at the core of it, to answer your question directly, we have scouts spread across the country, and even it will interest you to know that our chairman has been bringing Bayern Munich to Nigeria every year for the past 8 years. Ooh, so you can know maka Bayern Youth Cup and our chairman and Emia. So some of his players just came back. Our chairman were academy based in Ijebode, VEO Academy. Our GM were academy based in Asaba. So these are proper sporting people. Our GM was a sport lawyer for the past 14 years. He is currently, as I speak, he was just the immediate past assistant secretary of NBA. So I will you understand the club in short, even at the NNL and at the National Sports Commission level, they already seen that Ijele is not a club you can play around with. In short, the owner of Inter Lagos reached out to us and said, look, I'm excited that you guys finally made it to NNL and we can't wait to play our first match. So I am with the players already. As I speak to you, even right now, they are training in UNEC Kahane training now, you know. And like I said, we are going to be playing at this thing. So we have scouts, you understand, based in different places in our scout players for us. So you can be sure that we are going to have not just talented players that are experienced, but also young players that has market value for outsourcing. So yeah.
That's actually really nice. Nke a dị ọ masịrị m maka ọ ife mmadụ ọsọ mụ na-ajụ ajụjụ maka oge m nụ maka Ijele Sports Club ama m na ife niile na-aga ọsịsọ ama m nụ na-enwego structures.
Iji gwa gị eziokwu ọ bụkwa taa ka anyị bidoro. This idea has been for years. Mana oge anyị bidoro gaba ije dị na ya. But after our summit, December last year, it's almost 1 year. So there's been a lot of work behind the scene. You understand that?
This is one of the brainchilds
exactly of
the
Ali summit. Exactly.
That is nice.
And I got about Kuomaka this day.
Yes,
Now that time.
Yeah. So, if there na clubs in the league, I maka actually iji aligo where kumaka Ijele the base in our league.
Yes.
So you know your Rangers, and we go a certain kind of sentiments to attach. Rangers and we go their own community. Na aligo, not just in Enugu. I'm the Anambra, I'm a very big fan of Enugu Rangers. Ukwalunde Abia, Wendy Imona support Rangers. So Rangers.
Mama go Enyimba fan by.
Okay, Enyimba. Ani Bonya Anambra. So Rangers who so now one of the means one of the ways the club that form here no after the war.
Yes.
Also now one of the ways in the Iboji so that alone will an identity and Obukwa its own particular kind of sentiment to us as Igbo people that has made them have, if not the largest fan base amongst the clubs here in the southeast, and probably around Nigeria, in the country. So, Kelu, what is that unique story that Ijele Sports Club brings to the table that will make them garner their own fans? Otu Eyimba na Rangers. Eyimba bụ the people's elephant. Ndị mmadụ ejighị Eyimba ejo.
The most successful
club in Nigeria. So, and I know that one of the long-term goals for Ijele is to also compete with these
the best of
giants. Yeah. So, Kelu, what is that unique story or that unique selling point that Ijele Sports Club will make to get to that level?
Thank you so much, Makaji. So the truth is that we are not creating an ecosystem of competition. We want to build sport, and we understand that sport development on its own. We are not in competition with Enyimba, Rangers.
But sports football competition.
No, Genti. I'm talking of for brand.
Okay.
Now, Enyimba is the most successful club in Nigeria, football club in Nigeria. Rangers is one of the oldest clubs currently existing in Nigeria, right? But Ijele is the biggest sport club. Okay. Now, I will tell you again. I've explained this thing before. There is none of these clubs that you mentioned now offer multiple sports like we do. That's number one. Number two, none of them offer membership ownership like we do. Rangers is owned by Enugu State Government. Enyimba is owned by Abia State Government. And I'm telling you that Ijele is owned by you. Or can be owned by you. Do you understand? You can be a part owner of Ijele. So you see the difference. Now, Ijele comes out as that big masquerade. Eji we mara ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo bụ nnukwu mmọnwụ. Anyị bụ nnukwu mmọnwụ ebe ọ bụla anyị jere. Anyị nwere ngabasị. Do you understand? That is what you're seeing with Ijele. So Ijele comes out as that big masquerade that we are. And that's our selling point. Our fans are known as the masquerades. Do you get? So again, like I told you, we are coming out to revolutionize sport and how people interact with sport. It is now left for people that understand promotion of culture and understand the infusing of entertainment into sports to be automatically they would like Ijele. Do you understand? Because that is what we are coming out with. And what our main aim is to pioneer it. So we want to see Rangers copy it. We want to see Enyimba copy what we want to do or what we are doing. Because we are going to, from the first day we are going to play our games, you are going to see what I'm telling you. ebe niile ga-achala ọkụ. Exactly.
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 So tupu anyị na ka m jụọ this the last question of this interview. Give the club's short-term and long-term goals. Then ịgwazi anyị otu ndị mmadụ ga-esi go into the ownership of the club. How do people buy into the ownership of the club?
Okay, thank you so much. So first off, our short-term goal first is to like I told you, from now till we have 10 sports that we want to embark on, right? So our vision is to ensure that in the next 5 years, we are able to compete in 10 different sports, both men and women.
Okay.
We are able to create at least 1,000 jobs, because again, look at the multiplying effect. For example, we have our men's team in Enugu that will engage directly at least 40 people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now we have different teams spread across different places, about 10 of them, men and women. Football is going to have at least 3 different teams: our first team, our second team, and our academy. So what we are trying to do is to create, number one, there's an economy we are creating around what we are doing. So we are creating jobs, a lot of jobs for people. At the first instance, our target is to do at least 1,000 people in the next 5 years. Then of course, we want to dominate Africa as the biggest sports club in the next 10 years. So expect to see a club that will be the giant of Africa in terms of sporting excellence, in terms of raking in money, because our books has to be on point. We are going to be even this January we will export player. That is how ready Ijele is, because we have created a pathway. Like I told you, the GM and the manager, they already created a pathway. So these people went to UEFA Academy, the best academy in the world as far as sport administration is concerned, and they have made friends with top CEOs of clubs around the world. So what they are bringing into the table is that automatically we have access to OGC Nice, we have access to Bayern Munich, we have access to Real Madrid. So we can send in players. So we are going to rake in money, you understand, into create a lot of activities. And again, lastly, at the long run, we want to use sport as a tool to develop an Igbo. Now I'll give you an example. Because Ijele is owned by fans, right? At the end of the sporting year, the fans decide what we want to do with our money. The fans can say, oh, members of Ijele can say, oh no, let's use the money and build gyms. Let's use the money and build a school. You understand? Let's use the money and build a road in a village that we were going to embark on, social community development. You understand? Social impact, develop, programs that will develop our economy, the system and all. We can decide to embark on business as a limited liability. We say, oh, we want to do this. We want to invest in this. We want to invest. So what we want to do is to use this as a catalyst to develop an Igbo at the long run. That's our vision. So I don't know, is your now for people to connect with us and buy membership, right? So we have 3 websites, right? One is our official website, www.ijele.ng. Ijele Sports Club.ng. Yeah, Ijele Sports Club.ng. People can see what can join us. Then if you want to become a member, you go to Ijele Sports Membership.ng. Now that is different. Once you go to Ijele Sports Membership, you buy, automatically assigns you a membership ID. So that your ID is what identifies you. You understand? So we are working on a lot of benefits for our members. Apart from the fact that you have access to profit sharing, we are working on other members. So because you are an Ijele member, for example, you go to United Airlines and then you are able to buy their ticket 5% off. Yes, we are working on we are talking to different brands, right? But again, we have not concluded those partnerships. Some of them, we have concluded an education platform called Univad. So because you are a Ijele member, you get 85% of their courses. So we are doing a lot of things to assess other things. You can do gyms, you can go to gyms, in Enugu or Lagos or anywhere. Because you are a Ijele member, you get percentage off. You understand? These are the things we are working on. You can go to clubs and have Ijele days in clubs, right? For example, Toscana, we have a day for Ijele members to come and party hard. And then because you're a Ijele member, you have access. If you're not a member, you stay outside or you buy membership. So we are working on a lot of benefits that will benefit our member. Like I said, what we are doing is to import model that works across the world, the best practices. That is what we want to do. So we are not here to do, we are not in competition with anybody. We know clearly that what we are doing is the first of its kind in Nigeria, and that is why we pride ourselves as the masquerade, the big masquerade. Thank you.
Ijele nnukwu mmọnwụ.
Yes, sir.
Unu anụgo ife niile nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Jack nwere ikwu maka Ijele Sports Club. Anyị ga-enekwa anya ka oge the football league ga-ebido bụ at the ending of this month, and Ijele na-agba on the 7th of December. Anyị na-ene anya ka anyị bịakwa na stadium a bụ Cathedral ebe ndị Ijele Sports Club ga na-agba their home matches. Ka anyị bịa support ha. So ọ ga-adị mbọsị ọzọ oge anyị ga-akpọtakwa onye ọzọ ga-abịa gwa anyị okwu na oge nkata. Daalụ.
Thank you so much.